Throughout history, we have witnessed terrible acts perpetrated against one another simply because our beliefs differed. Wars, conflicts, and disputes have not been uncommon because of ideological differences. And even today, we continue to act in this way around the world, divided by our differing beliefs. But does this really need to continue? You are faced with a crucial choice. Do you need a detailed explanation to decide how to proceed? Or are you willing to venture into the unknown? If you choose to explore, you will find a unique and personal space within yourself, a place where your own truths can reveal themselves. On the other hand, if you settle for an explanation offered to you by others, you are left with the choice of whether or not to believe. If you choose to believe, you will gain a degree of confidence, although you may not fully understand. If you choose not to believe, you may face a sense of confusion. However, if you approach confusion in a light and open way, it can be an enriching experience. Unfortunately, many people do not know how to deal with confusion constructively and end up feeling unhappy when faced with it. We can put on a facade for a while, but when faced with truly meaningful issues, we cannot be in one place, both physically and emotionally. Why is this so challenging? The answer lies in our ability to be genuinely present and attentive. The universe, in its vast complexity, seems to open its doors only to those who are truly in tune with it. Every opportunity or revelation in your life has manifested itself because you paid attention to a specific aspect of existence, allowing those doors to open for you. Nature, with its precision and order, operates like a relentless clockwork. Over the centuries, humanity has tried to decipher the intricate mysteries of nature, but many of these secrets remain elusive. In our searches, we often question the existence of a God or a higher power, especially in times of multiple interpretations and divergent beliefs. Often, we end up accepting as true the ideas we have been taught, adhering to them out of convention or tradition, without exploring more deeply the issues that have been presented to us. The wise Sadhguru offers some profound and unforgiving truths that we often find hard to ignore. He challenges us to confront fundamental questions about the existence of God and invites us to reflect on our own beliefs and convictions. When it comes to questioning the presence of a divine entity, it is particularly intriguing to examine whether your perspective diverges from the common view. Creation and belief in a higher power are essential aspects of our experience and understanding of the world. For example, consider the claim that we were created by God. This concept is not just a theological question, but also a matter of personal belief and interpretation. The idea of a divine creation suggests that there is an intrinsic purpose and order to the universe, established by a higher entity. This raises a series of questions about our own existence, our relationship to the divine, and the meaning of our lives. If you examine your beliefs carefully, you may find that they are shaped by cultural influences, religious teachings, and personal experiences. How you answer these questions can reveal a lot about how you view the world and your place in it. You certainly did not create yourself. While this idea may seem obvious, perceptions about the origin of life and the universe can vary enormously from one culture to another. In different parts of the world, people have developed a wide range of ideas and beliefs about how everything was created and what the purpose of existence is. These beliefs are shaped by distinct traditions, religions, philosophies, and historical contexts, reflecting a rich tapestry of thinking about the origin and workings of the universe. What then leads us to question the origin of it all? It is a profound question that touches the very core of our understanding of life and the cosmos. Since ancient times, humanity has sought answers to the big question of how everything began and what our place is within this vast scheme. This search is fueled by innate curiosity and the need to understand our own existence and the nature of the world around us. Different cultures and societies offer varied answers, each trying to decipher the enigma of creation based on their own knowledge, experiences, and worldviews. The diversity of these responses reflects the complexity and depth of our collective desire to understand the origin and purpose of all that exists. The answer may lie in a simple and universal observation. We all come from our mother's wombs. The experience of being born is a moment filled with wonder and discovery. When you look at a newborn, you can see an expression of wonder in their eyes. This little being is beginning to perceive the world around them, and instinctively, wonders about the origin of everything they see. The child looks around and asks, "Who made all this? Who is responsible for this grand and complex creation?" This initial curiosity reflects a primordial search that, in a way, accompanies us throughout life. The search for answers about the origin and purpose of existence. Your mother, despite having played a fundamental role in bringing you into the world, cannot be responsible for the creation of the planet. In the same way, your father, despite his importance in your life, does not have the capacity to have created the vast universe. Not even the adults around you, with all their knowledge and skills, seem capable of creating something so grand and complex. Faced with this reality, it is natural for human beings, when trying to understand the origin of everything, to assume that there must be a great superior being, a divine entity, or a cosmic being responsible for the creation of the universe. This idea arises as an attempt to make sense of what seems vast and beyond our capacity to understand. In the search for explanations for the mystery of existence, the belief in a supreme being or creator arises as a way to reconcile our limited perception with the magnitude of the cosmos that surrounds us. However, if we reflect more deeply, we will realize that, in fact, we were not responsible for the creation of any of this. We interact with the world, modify and use what already exists, but we do not have the power to create the universe itself. Faced with this reality, the need arises to seek an explanation that will help us understand the origin and nature of everything that surrounds us. You are faced with a fundamental choice. Choose to demand a detailed explanation or venture into exploring the unknown. If you choose to explore, you will find an intimate and personal space within yourself where you can investigate your own perceptions and feelings about existence. This process can reveal new understandings and insights into your own experience and the world around you. On the other hand, if you choose to accept the explanation that is offered to you, you are left with the choice of whether or not to believe it. If you choose to believe, it provides a degree of comfort and structure, although it may not provide complete clarity. If you choose not to believe, you may find yourself in a state of uncertainty, but this uncertainty can also open up space for new exploration and understanding. If you choose to believe an explanation, it will provide you with a sense of confidence, although it may not provide complete clarity about what is really going on. Belief can serve as a solid foundation, but it does not necessarily illuminate all aspects of the truth. On the other hand, if you choose not to believe, you may be faced with bewildering confusion. However, if you can embrace this confusion with a cheerful and curious attitude, it can be an enriching experience. Confusion, when faced with an open and positive spirit, can lead to new discoveries and understandings. Unfortunately, most people have significant difficulty dealing with confusion in a constructive way, and many end up feeling unhappy as a result. Human intelligence, at its most fascinating, lies in the ability to recognize the limitations of one's own knowledge and to accept that there are aspects of life and the universe that remain beyond our comprehension. This recognition is fundamental to personal and intellectual growth. However, it is common for people to cling to beliefs without deep or critical understanding, which can result in serious problems. Historically, our differences of belief have been a constant source of conflict and injustice. When our beliefs are challenged or confronted by differing opinions, we often react defensively, which can lead to disputes and disagreements. The real challenge lies in finding a healthy balance between maintaining our personal convictions and remaining open to new perspectives. By doing so, we prevent our beliefs from becoming barriers that impede harmony and mutual understanding. The challenge is learning to navigate the complexity of the diversity of thoughts and feelings in a way that enriches our lives and promotes peaceful and respectful coexistence with others. If you have functional intelligence, one of the most valuable skills you can develop is the ability to recognize what you do not yet know. Admitting that there are aspects that you do not yet understand should not be seen as a sign of weakness or inadequacy, but rather as a true indicator of maturity and self-awareness. When you accept and face the reality of your ignorance, you are, in fact, creating a fertile space for the true process of learning and discovery. This awareness that there are things beyond your initial understanding is the first and crucial step towards acquiring knowledge. By realizing your own limitations, you are effectively opening your mind to new possibilities and the opportunity to expand your understanding. This recognition is not only an act of humility, but also an invitation to personal growth. It is as if your mind, when faced with the unknown, awakens to the opportunity to explore and learn, transforming ignorance into a source of curiosity and motivation to deepen your knowledge. Instead of seeing ignorance as an obstacle, you begin to see it as an open door to new discoveries and continued development. By acknowledging your own ignorance, you not only validate the need to seek answers, but you also ignite the desire to know more. This acceptance creates a genuine openness to exploration and understanding, allowing the pursuit of knowledge to become a real and tangible goal. Rather than avoiding or denying your lack of knowledge, by embracing this gap, you are actually fostering a fertile environment for learning. Thus, by acknowledging what you do not know, you become more receptive to opportunities to expand your understanding and enrich your perspective on the world. If you pay enough attention, the universe will open its doors only to those who are truly attentive. And true intelligence lies in keeping an open mind without getting stuck in fixed ideas. If you pay attention to everything from an ant to an elephant, you realize that the entire universe, including the smallest creature, is the work of meticulous creation. And if you recognize this, the pursuit of knowledge becomes a natural part of life. If you do not know what the source of creation is, and if you use words like God to describe that source, that is just an explanation for something you do not fully understand. The source of creation is working within you. If you do not see it, it is a tragedy. My life and work are dedicated to helping people avoid this tragedy, to recognize the source of creation that pulsates within them. It is essential to realize that true understanding comes from recognizing our own ignorance and opening ourselves to the possibility of learning and growing.